Welcome back to the podcast. I think this is episode. Let me go check. I'm not really sure what episode. I think episode 30 something, 36,
Episode
30.
a lot
Yeah, episode a lot. We've been a
out of a
lot
lot more.
consistent. So we about to check it out to be correct because I don't want to be correct, wrong. You know, channel. This is episode 37. Yeah, that's a lot. As y'all see with the title, this is Summer Madness 12 recap after first watch. We only watched the bet. I only watched the battles one time, so this is after first watch rewatch, recap. After initially watching, this are our thoughts after the first watch. But before that, how you doing, my brother?
I'm chilling. Life is good. Had a pretty good day. I'm chilling.
Man, we finally got battles, man.
It took about 6 months, but we got some battles.
We got some battles, man. Finally. So Summer Madness happened on Saturday. Before that, shout out to the Eagles. They're 3-0. We look like we some Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Eagles look real good. Look real good. They're cooking.
All right. So, but all right. I'm also watching. I'm watching the Bucks versus the podcast. So if you guys see me like stop and listen because I'm listening to it, it's in the other room, so I'm listening to what's happening. But you know, I the event was cool. Couple surprise battles. One was not that great. The other one was legendary. So I want to start on that. So the first surprise battle we had Softly Soul or Softly, whatever his name is. This is Jesus. Or Z the Dropper. This battle doesn't need to be on Summer Madness. The like I understand the idea for like to introduce to the fans the new talent. But I think this is why we have known.
That's why we have band and we have those
Yes,
other
but I
events.
know what they were saying from what I heard was they wanted to do like how Loso and Scotty did, like it was a surprise battle, right? And they were introducing them to potential new talent. I didn't my problem with it was y'all could have did this unknown, right? Not on Summer Madness. Because Summer Madness is a Super Bowl known is the lower thing. It's like every battle is a main event, but it's really not that. We don't look at NOM as a Super Bowl. We just look at it as another big event where most people can easily get to there than they can get to NOM on Summer Madness. So it was I'll be honest, I didn't pay attention to see the dropout. As if I gave him like 30 seconds, right? And I got pissed off. Why you asking me why I got pissed off? He was too much reacting to his own boss. And I think DNA gotta teach him not to overreact, like go crazy when the bar hits go crazy, right? He's gotta learn to become. Even DNA said it on the after the battle when he became like back to his analysis. He say he gotta learn how to become poised and not overreact or overdo overdo his performance, right? But that's not that neither that is say. But the light part of it, I like Softly Soul. I think I texted you. I said I saw him. He's trying the other guy. He's
Yeah, you saw his tryouts.
yeah. I saw his try like. I didn't this time I didn't watch every Crucible. I only watched the Philly one. He was in the I didn't watch the Philly one to the like I watched the first 10 minutes. He was part of the reason why I remember him is because of his slogan. I guess that's his slogan. He starts out. like give you a brief summary of himself, like introduce himself,
Mm-hmm.
and it's catchy, right? Right? It's something that I like. It's something that I like. Where so he was one of the few people when I watched the Philly tryout. Even though I have a problem with that whole
Are you in the
Crucible,
middle of the pod or are you busy right now?
I'm sorry.
right?
Okay. I'll tell you when you're done. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
love you.
Love you too.
Uh huh. So so I I have a problem with the Crucible itself. Why did you say you're in Philly and there was hardly people from Philly on that Crucible? That's here near there. But he caught my attention. Like his slogan was credible and he had some bars, and I thought he was a star. I didn't think he was a star, but I was like, okay, if anyone who can win this year's Crucible, he is one of them, right? I
Mm-hmm.
didn't watch any other Crucible. I didn't watch any other Crucible. I only watched the Philly one. That's me. I only watched like the first 10 minutes, and I looked at the comments, and people saying there was hardly people in Philly there, and there was nobody in Philly. But that's it. But what people don't know, his slogan is he gives you he's like he said I got it. That's how I remember him. And when I think you texted me when he was rapping or something, and I said I like him because I was like when they were on screen, I went back, my room, right? I went to my bed, I started doing something else. And I heard it like, like when you're not paying attention to something, then something catches your ear.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard the slogan and he said, I'm a proud owner, I'm like, wait, I heard that before. And I looked up, I'm like, oh, that's the nigga. Let me go listen. And he caught my attention. I'm like, oh, I like him. I got up and listening to him rap. I was like, yeah, he's good. The other nigga, he not that he's great, he's good, but not that he's not there yet to where he deserves to be on the stage. He gotta develop more, right? What
Mm-hmm.
people don't know what I refer to, he starts, he's like, my name is Softly what I'm going. He's like, I don't have a little bit. I don't have time, so I will give you a brief summary. The short tip. I don't have time. I'll give you this. Is how he starts his round. I don't have time. I'll give you a short summary about myself. I'm an ex-felon. I've not been in jail on the Crucible. He said I'm not being in jail for 3 years. My life is beautiful. I'm blessed. I can finally say he's like, I can finally say I'm a business owner. I finally can say I own my business. Like I finally say I have my own business. I'm a proud owner. Then he's and the Crucible said a handgun. On some man, he said the M16. That caught my attention. I'm like, all right, I know this man. He can wow. And from that one round, I was like, yeah, he got it. Because even when he's in the Crucible, he had Ace Amin. The way he was controlling the judges, Ace Amin, he was controlling Ace Amin, he was controlling Tank the Demon, he controlled Holmesy, and how he controlled them and say, shut up, I got a rap. I liked it. Me personally. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I agree to what people say, like he should if he has to skip the Crucible like how they did with Next, I would say he's the one person I think he can skip the Crucible, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can say he's the only one I think he can skip the Crucible. But everyone else whoever's in the Crucible, I don't know y'all. My bad. And I probably won't know y'all until y'all got on the tournament. If they do a tournament. Until y'all make it to the tournament, I'm not trying to watch y'all rap because there are some people on this Crucible, especially the guy. Okay, let me talk about a Crucible real quick before we get into the recap, right? I saw like the people that they chose that we're supposed to choose. I think we gotta have for for the next Crucible season 3, right? For the trial, I think y'all gotta have tell these better rappers it's not about who has the better bars. You gotta give us first because from what I was seeing from who they chose from Philly, right? It was who they can relate to most. Like they were similar, except for the white guy, but they were similar to what they were saying. And I was like, this is the problem. Yeah, I had three people who, yeah, like four different people, right? Except for Tank is a lyrical, but every other person really talk grimy stuff, right? And it's shown what you were choosing. I didn't choose a fresh, like fresh for fresh people, like fresh, a breath of fresh air, someone that we have never seen before, something we have never seen before. I think for the next one, I'll say because I like even on Software on his trial, I like the guy he went against. He was he showed comedy. He was funny. The guy he went against, I don't know his name, but he I think he did a Crucible last year, and how he introduced, how he came on the battle, right? He's like, for this battle, gotta call me on the phone. He said, you want to be on the URL? I'm like, the URL? I said, I threw the phone. He's like, I threw the phone. I threw the phone, kicked and flipped, gave my bitch a kiss as I smacking chick up, gotta spend some chick, going on the phone. I'm like, thanks, my nigga. Who am I? He's like, thanks, my nigga. Who's my victim? Tell me who my victim is. He's like, he was like, huh? I said, what? He said, what? I said, huh? He said, nah, my nigga. P wants you to do another crucible. I said, another crucible? I broke my phone, kicked and flipped, smacked my bitch. I my neighbors hear me scream and this and bitch. And like the way he was saying it, I was like, here's a breath of fresh air because I've never seen somebody like be funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And still like there are people who are funny and rhyme, but they're not they're not bar heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had like bar like the way he was barring and being funny was funny to me. It was like great. I was like, yo, he should go forward because of he's gonna bring a new something new to the battle rap culture, something you have never seen before, unique, and that's why the Crucible was created. It was not taking who had the best. It's like yes, he in that battle he lost. It's not taking who lost that battle. It's taking who was smart on that battle, who showed their talent, and I think that's it. The next battle was, I think this was the ending of Harlow versus Aver. I like this battle. This battle was crazy, and I think it was better than some of the battles on the card. Especially, I think it was better than Danny Myers versus France.
Yeah, low key. Nah, it's not the best battle on the card. Honestly, if they, well, we'll talk about it later, but if the crowd didn't do Tay Roc like that, I think that battle would have been a lot better than it was. But and the easy and what's his name battle wasn't too bad. I just don't have no bars to quote. But that Hollow and Verb never sounded like that.
And I liked it.
Verb ain't sound
Yeah,
like
no,
that
me,
in
I
90
sometimes don't
years.
like Verb. I some Verb just goes in a different space. I was like, yeah, I like this. And then
Yeah.
Hollow broke back the old Hollow when he started rapping like the old Hollow. I was like, yeah, you should have seen me. I was like, when I saw them on stage, mic'd up, I went and got a henny out the bell. I was like, yeah, I might have to get drunk for we try today. I'm like, I don't really, I drink sometimes during battles, but if you ask really, I really hardly like I put the alcohol and then I never finish it. But when they were rapping, I was drinking a little bit. I was like, I ain't writing bars for y'all. I'm not even recording the battle for like for rewatch. I'm just gonna enjoy this battle. That's it.
Yeah, they got busy.
That
They
got
got busy.
busy. Hollywood with the tribute to Peste with the attire, the hat,
Yeah,
and
you could tell the attire was crazy.
yeah,
Um, I think their bars going back and forth was crazy. The callbacks, they was wilding, yo. That
yeah.
was legendary. That's legendary. That's what Verb should be doing every time he step on stage. Same thing with Hollow. Even though I feel like Hollow's been doing that for a while, but
Yeah.
that was
All
great.
right. You know what? We gotta start off right. Starting off the battle. Now we get into the battle that we advertise people. So the first battle of the card was Danny Myers versus Fonz. It was a cool battle.
It was light. It was light.
Cool. Danny Myers, he had some few. He had like a, he had like a couple landlord. He had like a landlord scheme, and he said, "I have 100 reasons I'm gonna punch a landlord." Then he said he had another tenant. I got a tenant side, a wedding. He had like a cool, some cool. Then he had we had now at a wedding. He had a voodoo ritual, the quiet Wyatt, bro. He had like that. It was like a 3-4 revolver. It's a revolver white. The Stone brother killed, bro. Stony brother killed, bro. Shit, that caught me. It's like he's like, how? Why should I? Why? Then he started flipping funds like funds slogan. It's like people say all I do is punch. Nigga, stop it. If all I do is punch, nigga, block this. I said, why could I block it if I can show the road? Then he get into this boxing scheme. I'm like, yeah. I was like, Danny, right? Right? Then it comes to uh it then it comes to funds. Funds are like this is the first round. And I'll tell you what I was thinking in the first round. Yeah, the get is slayed like they will stumble tonight, get slayed out and stumble out. Tonight, the kid slay stumble battle is no longer the card. Y'all get it, right? The guru bar, and then he had a crazy right. He went in. All right, I want to get into now, but I want to say it for later because this like the rhyme pattern. Then he had the Bruce Almighty bar. He had then he went into when he started going into the Vic, Danny Myers Vic, bro. When he went into that pocket, now just talking about Danny Myers Vic and say Vic is the Almighty. I was like, yo, I'm like, I was writing them. I write down the like I was paraphrasing the bars, right, right.
Mm.
And then he said then he was it the first or the second when he started. Oh, I think it was the third when he started talking about like when he started doing that dance. I think that was the Vic. Then he said Vic is the real. It's like I have never seen Vic relapse. I didn't want Vic to relapse. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I'm like the bomb was closed, but he's now punching in a higher rate. I gotta give it to Fonz, right?
Mm.
Because then he gets into the cut off the roots. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Fonz, you wilding. I'm like, all right. Seen that? Seen what did you? He said, y'all seen what I did to a Jew, so y'all send me a God, bro. He said, next. Say you're gonna ask the next, who am I? I'm like, okay, Fonz, stop it. I'm like, now Fonz is now showing you. I think that's when he did this slogan. He's like, yeah, all I do is punch. Then he said, yeah, I want to ask the next, who am I? I'm like, okay, no, you just wilding, Fonz. You just getting out of hand. I'm like, okay, Fonz, you getting out of hand. I was like, okay. Then he had the dance routine. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, wait a minute. Stop it. I had Fonz one now after the first, right? Uh, then we get into the second. All right, here comes the second. Danny, I'll let you know now. If your rebuttal is not as crazy, we all know because you were doing this crazy thing. You were rebutting, then you like, hey, well, let's do this rebuttal shit. Let's be honest. I want to be honest with you, Danny. When Edward rebuttals, all his rebuttals are fire. But your first rebuttal in the second round was terrible. That was wet. And I was like, please don't just. Then he rebutted the second and slayed that nigga. Then he slayed that nigga. Bro, when he said you say slayed that nigga, I was like, okay, he get into it. That second rebuttal was crazy. Then he jumped off stage, got on stage. bro. Then he had the Deshaun Watson, bro. It's like Cleveland. He got made a Deshaun Watson, bro. Touching like Deshaun Watson. I'm like, shit. I'm like, Danny's about to wow. He did a freestyle. Then he had the Drew League. He's like, we all amateurs like the Drew League. I'm like, we all semi pros like the Drew League. I'm like, okay, Daddy, let's go. Heat up. Right? He had the Marshawn Lynch. It's like you in the same car as Marshawn, the car like the same like the car that Marshawn caught a DUI. I'm like, oh, there's all you do is punch, nigga. Block is a you say then he I guess funds and Calico didn't happen. Is a you say all I do is punch, all I do is punch. Is I busily block that shit. I'm like, okay, all right. Uh, I think I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think freaking because uh Fonz rebutted himself. I don't know if I'm correct. I when I at first I thought it was a rebuttal to what freaking what Danny said, but I think he rebutted himself because he said I talked about your wife and your daughter and I then he went into a victim rebuttal. He said Myers was a nut. It was uh, Myers was Nate. It was a hot dog. Then he had the Kool Aid man. Oh, is it the Kool Aid man? He's like, Blue Magic.
That
Uh,
Kool Aid Man, bro, is crazy.
yeah, like the Kool Aid man. Then he went into Ron Meaty. I think that's where he lost. Then he's like, to get, he's like, I had to walk through the power of the universe just to get a chance to talk to an alien. I'm like, okay, I wrote it down. He's like, you dropped the ball. You thought this was a shame, God.
That was hard too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was wicked. He was wicked. I think he really lost the crowd and then wound up losing the battle.
Yeah, yeah. Say then he started. I think he lost the crowd when he started talking about the Rex thing, and the crowd
Yeah,
booed him.
that shit's old. That shit's mad old.
The
Like
crowd, the
some
crowd
things you can
said
always
to
bring
Rex.
up, but that shit's too old.
I see you said say to Rex. I'm like, okay. I wrote down. I'm like, bro, overused angle that the crowd booed him. Uh, right then. I wrote this crazy thing. It was like, then it comes out two crazy rebuttals, right? Then it went into a crazy flow. But the problem with Danny Miles round was too short, right? Too short. Then uh I guess the round three, Fon starts with a terrible rebuttal. Is it then he had the Eminem type of bar. I was like, okay, he started wilding when he got into the Eminem bar. Then he had the Hashib that can and my Hashib is hotter than the Navy SEALs. He had it's like if you use like the parallel universe, you gotta be a meta world piece. I'm like, okay, that's what he started hitting up. He's a side will be order God. Then he started calling, he went into the order God. Then he went into that's when he did the disrespectful the thing. He's like, yeah, oh, bro, when he did that when he started doing that disrespectful boss, you see, I think we have said it that being disrespectful is overused, right? But you gotta be creative with, right?
Yeah.
He was creative with it and he was dancing with it too. And you could see he was like, the Vic is like, yo, she gave me a slap. I'm like, bro, I'm like, okay, that disrespectful. I was like, I was like, them disrespectful floor bars were crazy. I'm like, he got the crowd back. When he got that crowd back, then it's like, you grounded each, bro. Then he said that you on the ground with this shit. When he closed that run, bro, look at me. He's like, then when you were still in the disrespectful bar, he's like, came back and you saw me on the camera, and you're like, damn, this thing is on the ground with this shit. I'm like, ah. In my initial watch, I had fans 2-1, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't care whatever people had, but this is after first watch. I'm gonna rewatch the battle sometime this week, sometime later this week, right? But but first watch, I advanced 2-1. I'm gonna hold y'all. All right, now let's get to the battle. This is the battle I had high hopes on, but I want to get this out the way before we. Should I get it now out the way or between I'm talking about it? Because I want to get this out the way with it.
You know, get it out the way.
So for Chaz versus Shotgun Shoot, right? I
Oh
want to say
man,
congratulations to Shotgun Shoot. You won the battle, right? You won 3-0.
he did great. That boy did great.
The second and third, you did great.
He did amazing.
What worked against Ch- what worked against for Chess was at Chess. At this time, I'm not gonna come out here. I clowned you on I made fun of you on freaking what every given Sunday, right? But at this point, this is not something to make fun of. I want to say, Chess, you gotta get that shit looked up. You gotta go to a doctor or somebody to figure out why every time you're on stage, you burp and you feel like vomiting.
Might be
Oh,
the nerves.
yes, because you gotta get it look like you gotta get that
But
your talent is so great, but that's a health issue now. This is not we ain't gonna come out here and be attacking you. This is now a health issue that you need to get looked over. Go find the doctor who's gonna give you exactly what's wrong with you. Like get it checked out because I feel like now that's the thing that's holding you back. You had your material memorized, you have everything great, you didn't choke, right? In my opinion, this is my opinion. That first round, right? If you didn't vomit and if you didn't take your time to, get rid of deal with your medical issues that you're dealing with, right? You could have won that round. Well, in my opinion, material wise and performance, you were a little bit better than what Suge did. But Suge won that round by default because he was clean, he was consistent, right?
yeah,
And you could see, plus also it kind of put pressure on Tay Roc. I think that's why Tay Roc went after you, right? Because you could see Tay Roc started talk. He went straight to Arsenal and he was talking to them. And I think Tay Roc became like a manager that at the point he saw that you were losing the crowd, right? But you had like a drugs will stumble across, didn't get on us on summer mat. It's like you didn't get us on summer mat. It's like drugs it, drugs will stumble across, didn't get us on summer madness, referring to Suge's last two opponents. The bunny rabbit on the bunny rabbit bar. Then you taking you taking this. You're the one taking this. I'm the one giving you L against. I'm giving you this L. You're going to take this L against the labor print. I stopped that giving. Like I stopped then go to give it the biggest bro. He had some crazy bars. He had the Kenny Smith 6 man posterized. Then Slim Jim. I wrote down. Then you bro. He had some crazy shit. But the one was too long. One, you vomited. Two, and the crowd kind of you lost the crowd there. This is it's not your fault. What? It's not your fault, but it's kind of also your fault, right? It's
Hmm.
not your fault because that's a health issue. And you were saying you don't know why it happens to you. I think you need to get it looked over and find out why it happens every single time you're on stage, right?
Because he's done this long enough for that not to be an issue.
Yes,
Like way too long. Like since
yes.
20
But
what
now I
12?
think it's now something is something, and I think it's something wrong with him. Like whenever he starts rapping, and right,
There might be
rapping,
an actual health concern.
yeah, like things like a flare up, something, At first, I was like, maybe because you would. I don't know if you was it alcohol you would drink on stage when Rock was holding it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I don't. At first, I was like, that's it. Maybe should stop drinking alcohol on stage. But I when I looked over, like I went and looked over some of the battles. Like sometimes it happens. I think when the battle, I said it's a pattern where you like the battles. How can I say it? Because it's not every time you have an uncle on stage, but I feel like 20% of the like two of the battles I've seen you vomiting, you had uncle on stage. Like you drink a little bit of whatever. I don't know if it was uncle. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it, right? Because when you had easy, I don't think you had like a drink with ice in it, and you had water, and you only burped, right? But that's still a health issue that you gotta get looked over.
Like maybe he shouldn't eat the entire day or some shit. Like I don't know.
I, but he said he doesn't eat before the battle though. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
So I'm that's what I'm saying. Like I think it's something a health issue, but like you after you vomited, you like the box of the chocolate, the Drake waiting on us on us on you on the bar, the cordon, bro, you had fire material, but Suge went into a different floor. The bear hug bar. He had the young thug, bro. Got the Ghana hit with the Rico. I'm like, okay, right. The bars were fire from Suge, right? He had cleaned the guns with the lights out, rock gun titles. Then he went into the gun title scheme. Uh, Cooking up a cake is easy. He started going at easy. The LimeWire bar, the bro, he went into the pork the bro, the pocket the poker title, bro. He was walling. I said should won by default, but I can debate the first. If we take off everything that happened with chess, I can debate the first, right? But after that, there's no debate. I'll be honest with you. After that, there's no debate. There's Suge outperformed you. He started hitting. He hit up, and you lost. You didn't hit up with him. Like when he hit up, you didn't hit up with him. And I don't have to cover what he was saying because he wowed. Like he was wilding because he had some bars though. You had the ashtray, is euphoria. The people slept on the Uso is like the Jimmy and Jay because he said J400 at freaking Sugar's Jimmy. Is it the Jimmy and Jay is gonna be an Uso splash? People will step on that. That's a WWE. That's a wrestling bar. I caught it. I understand it. But I'll be honest. Some people didn't catch that because maybe because now Jimmy and Jay don't do that like the Uso splash that really that's no longer their finisher no more. Maybe that's why people didn't catch what he was saying, right? Then he had the easiest every bar, the Jim Crow. their body bar, Muslim, and then he took the Muslim angle. Stone is gonna be a Scott Steiner. Uh, the untimely death on his anything that's gonna be a random Ric Flair. He went into refer references, but after that he stopped on the weird bar, and I'm like, why did you stop? Like he just said cake life. I'm like, bro, why did you stop there? Because the crowd was with you, and bro, you just chest cheat niggas out of chips is straight, bro. That's Suge. This is Suge. The Ray Lewis, the J Hall 400 bar, the Chris and need prison beat. Never needed a title for us to sell a whip. I'm like, okay. I was like, Suge won the second. First, I said Suge won by default. Then after the second, Chess lost the crowd. The crowd didn't want to hear Chess. The crowd didn't care about Chess. He had like a one bar thing, a one cool line I thought was fire. The whole I didn't do I didn't need a hard wire. Like I didn't hard wire. But then then he had the cook to do easy Vic. Like Shug went wild and then Shug. This is what Shug I want to say, Shug. You're feeling yourself, right, Shug? But please don't whenever still like you beat chess, but don't start talking to easy like crazy shit. I'll be honest. That's a different milestone that I want to be honest with you, Shug. I like that, but at the same time, I'm like, Shug, when Easy steps in front of you, this gonna be a different it's gonna be a different story from what you did to chess. Because we know that Easy is not gonna have everything he doesn't have everything extra going on. He's just gonna be in your face. He's gonna be talking to you, and he's gonna need your defy you. He's gonna tell you to look at him or stop talking through his round. He knows how to control his opponent. So I know you trying to get you Easy, but Shug, I'll be honest with you. Leave Easy alone. You can talk to anybody. Leave Easy alone. Easy is like at this point, Easy is off limits for you. If you want to keep this streak going and win champion of the year, please don't call out Easy. Please don't take Easy this year. Take him next year. This year, leave Easy alone. I'm just saying. But Swamp versus Tay Roc. Who did you? I didn't ask who you had for the Franz versus Danny.
Oh, I had Danny 2-1.
You had Danny 2-1.
Danny second and third.
So you had Suge 3-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
The crowd said it's chanting
I
3-0.
mean, it's close. Once the crowd starts chanting 3-0, nigga, it's over, bro. It's over, bro.
So
Because to get everybody to agree to a 3-0,
yeah.
that's hard to do, bro.
Then I guess Tay Roc is like, yo, let me just jump, let me get in through it here. Let me get the crowd back on gun titles because gun titles versus EFB looks like it's happening. So yeah, the finance two Swamp versus Swamp is a finance 2 time. You rip you rip by Swamp. Okay, people, I'm tired of this. I want to say this now. We should stop this angle, and now this angle should be in the same box as the Rex angle for Danny. The Chinese angle. We should stop it. I want to say that we should stop it. It's
Yeah,
now overused.
it's overused. I like the way he used it though.
No, I say I like it. I like the angle. I like how you used it. The fresh
Fred Flintstone bar is
yeah,
crazy.
the first Fisto smashing through a rock, water whipping rock, great. Then I hear like he got time tied, then he had a great recovery. Gun, I guess people were like, okay, since the gun titles are all here on this card, we're gonna just attack the gunfighters, everyone was screaming, right? Then shotgun shook ball. Then Tay Roc puts the gun signs up. He's like, "Yeah, I got it." He had the slogan. I guess this is the slogan when he gets on Summer Madness or a big stage when someone was cooking, right? Yet why you on the bayou? Why were you never caught on the bayou card, bro? He started whining. The harmony bar, the Ghana soul bar, the tough swamp in the lake, bro. Y'all don't know what Rock did right there. Rock started when Rock gets into that pocket when he starts just walling. You like I call him when he blacks out and start chain punching, like right.
Mm-hmm.
He's difficult to beat, and he was still. He's like you dead. I'm like I'm like you. I'm like you. I should. I don't. I didn't want to record myself on Instagram because what I was saying, like what I was thinking, right? I'm like, Swamp, you should punch chest. When you see chest, punch his mouth, punch him. Because you getting Rock pissed off. I'm like, y'all got Rock pissed off because of the chess performance. And you see, he's like, after this, you're gonna forget all about that chess performance. I'm like, damn. I'm like, y'all, he's pissed. I'm like, you getting that Rock that battle, you getting that Rock that battle, New Jersey twerk. That second round, you just Rock when Rock was like the gun butt, like the when he started chain punching, he
Mm-hmm.
was getting that Rock, and I was like, yo, it's getting dark early, right? The fishing net is like a toss rock. It's like you can't toss a lake into a swamp, but you can toss a swamp into a lake. I'm like shit. I was like, yo, this is dark. I'm like, it's about to get dark for Swamp. I feel sorry for Swamp, right? I was like, if this is what Rock is wrote, like, if this is what Rock brought up, like, came all 3 rounds, it, that shit was dark. You die in a, bro, you die on the internet. You're gonna die, you real life die on the internet. Bobby Boucher mother, God did. The God did reference, the alligator. Oh my God, the fish. Man, I got a fishing boot. I'm like, yo, I'm like, Swamp, you gotta do something. I'm like, Swamp, you gotta have that second one. The first or second one you had against Romney before you choke. You gotta have one of them performance. Swamp comes in. Grandmother approach. Here, the grandmama told me something. In my hand, limestone, pine cone, the coon hunter, stone cold bar. Now he's now attacking DNA. The rock and roll bar leg. He's like the simple one buckle, but your leg can, bro. Your leg buckles. I'm like, okay. Swamp started walling. Swamp woke up in the second half of the. It looked terrible, like the first half of the first part of his round. Then he hit it up, and he got now the quad is now feeling him too. Then Rock did Rock. Why did you do that, Rock? Why did you say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Non-vet move.
Why? Why? I understand your explanation when you say you only thought it was Swamp who only ate raccoons, but I love his gangster though. Listen, I love his game. Some people would have like just said, "Okay, they don't want me." You just some people would have folded, right? You know,
Yeah.
but the way he kept on going with that thing, I like it. But that was not ring awareness. Was not that was not you should even though he really I think he just did it just to say okay fuck it. He got this one. I'll just continue to what I had written down. Fuck it, right? But that was why did you say that though? You should have did your research.
I mean, I don't know if it's really
Yeah, but
research. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the crowd shouldn't have did that anyway.
me too. I agree with you. Like you should just let him rap. But I think more part of it, it was Rock antagonized the crowd, right?
Yeah, he
Like
did, bro.
he started antagonizing the crowd, and he said, "I won't rap until y'all shut the fuck up." And I liked it because every time they started like interrupting, he's like, "Who's no one shut the fuck up? Who's is it you? You don't want to shut the fuck up? You?" It was funny. He showed like I think he taught Swamp something on that stage, right?
Yeah, how to beat ass and then lose.
He taught him some vet moves. Even people don't get it. Like like when he was getting booed, he's like, "I love it." He's like, "I hate." He's like, "I hate." I know. He's like, "Y'all raccoon ass eating motherfuckers. I love it." And I was like, I liked it. I don't care. I'm like, bro, I don't eat raccoons. I didn't know people eat raccoons. I didn't know it's a North Carolina thing that people eat raccoons. Y'all gotta tell me why you eat raccoons though. I just want to know. I why you
I
eat
don't know.
raccoons? Like for real.
Of
Uh,
all the animals, wild raccoon.
yeah, like why
They eat
raccoons?
squirrel, you know, little
Like
squirrel, cat, dog,
yeah,
fish.
y'all can eat anything else. Why raccoons? Like why is it like something that's so uptight with y'all? Like we try saying that you eating raccoons. Any other point? Why you gonna give your daughter a raccoon? What if the raccoon is cooked bad? Your daughter might die from it. He had a point. If you eat it, don't give it to your daughter. I, y'all can say I'm just favoring Rock. No, I still gave Swamp the round because Rock didn't have much in the round and he cut it short. But why? Yeah, someone from North Carolina in the comment section, please tell me why y'all eat raccoons. Like, is this something from raccoons that we like people, everyone else from the north, east, west? We don't
Yeah.
know.
We found out there's some vitamin Z in that joint.
Yeah, like what vitamins do you get from what health and what does it cure? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But Swamp had this you know why I'll never be the face of your rail, then he had a bad angle again. The crowd booed him and I was surprised. I'll go lie. I was surprised that the crowd booed Swamp in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised. He went into the Raising Cannon reference as like, bro, I'll go lie. I don't watch Raising Cannon. Yeah, I know I'm a huge Power fan, but that's the only series out of Power that I don't watch, right?
Right.
But that bar was slightly not good and slightly good at the same time. Yes, in Raising Cannons, y'all know 50 is canon in the original Power. So if we get it, the canon when he's young, his mommy's name is Rock, and she's a female. At the same time, she's the reason why 50 is in the streets. She told him the game. Everyone loved 50 of his ruthlessness. Guess where he got it from? Rock. She's ruthless. From what I'm hearing and what people recap from Power, Rock is the one that's the ruthless motherfucker out of it. She's like Rock is ruthless. It's business and everything else. That's it. So I like the how you range. Like the only episode I watched, I knew that Rock is a bitch. I liked it. At the same time, I was like, it's cool because yes, Rock is a female on the show, but she's tougher than most of these dudes on the show. She does some grimy shit. So to be honest, that boy really was like it hit, but to some people watch Power, they might say it missed, right? But I don't watch the series, so I to me it hit. Make way a hole through Rock. a rock a statue police report about he had crazy buzz. Then Rock had the Rick Bobby bar, the monotone the, bro the monotone angle, the Mississippi River. Y'all can sound me crazy, but I got this. I I agree with you. Texas say 2-1 either way, but mm, I want to say I want to be the one who come out here and say I got Rock 2-1.
I got a 2-1 either way. If I was to pick one, I would say Rock. Um, but the thing is, only because I feel like the crowd was just by. If the crowd ain't do that weird shit, then like I said, that battle was a lot better than that. Might have been battle of the night, low key.
All right.
I guess Easy and Calico was that, but
Hmm.
that was
Isn't
it was a really
Calico?
good battle.
Isn't Calico? I want to talk about it because I think Isn't Calico was on the wrong stage, and I think I said it before. And you can see Calico wrote it for that, not from that stage or that venue or that place.
Mhm.
I'll talk about it when we get to it. Uh, JC versus Susef. All right, I'll get it out of the way. JC, this is not your best. The way you said you got 3 weeks of material. That didn't look like it. That looked like your normal self, just worse.
I think here's what happened. So he's the great rapper, great pen. That's really what he's known for.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know how to change that into performance and the other things that come on the big stage. So he went up there and did his regular stuff. He had some of the most powerful points directed towards Surf that had nothing to do with the gun, same old gun charge. You messing with him, so tranny rumor thing. You took rock plays, it's same shit. Um,
Yeah.
he
So
had like really good shit. It's just it ain't when you
see,
got Surf over
see,
there doing all this shit. It's like it's nah,
no,
you
no, no,
lost,
no,
bro.
no. This is not even like I'm not gonna say he was terrible, right? This is
He
not.
wasn't.
He wasn't terrible. He had some good material, right? But what the problem was how he was acting in the face off and before the battle that pissed me off. I don't think you watched the face off. Did you watch the face off?
No.
He said in the face off, this is from JC. He said this is going to be the different JC. This is not the normal JC. It's a different because I know who I'm going against. Right? And he was adamant that I'm gonna beat you. Just know I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what he said. Then before the battles happened, he came on camera and he said, I'm confident I'm gonna whoop his ass. So me, I was excited. I'm like, what JC got? What is he? Even though he did say you never gonna nobody has talked to you like I'm gonna talk to you.
And he
And
he
somebody
wasn't lying about that. He wasn't lying about that, in my opinion.
he didn't lie, but I think
It
somebody
just
done
wasn't
it.
entertaining.
Yeah, somebody. I think it was not entertaining, and somebody that's done it before,
Who?
right?
Oh, probably Lux.
Yeah,
The
and I
way
feel like
Lux talks on was kind of great.
yeah, like I was like yeah. So here, like the chess reference, look up to JC shot the shot. You got shot angle. The Benford. All right, the Ben Simmons reference. I think you just put it in like last minute, but it was fire to me because I understand why you put it in. Because Ben Simmons finally spoke out, people. And I'll tell you this, Ben. You're not. If you can say I'm still part of Philly, nigga. You're not part of Philly. I'll be honest with you. You're not part of Philly. Nobody really likes you in Philly. You can say I still own real estate in Philly. We don't care if you own an apartment. If your brother, we don't care if your brother still lives in Philly, your family still lives in Philly. We really don't give a fuck. I'll be honest. So
Honestly, he would have been cool if he just would have just played basketball.
you would have
Like,
told you didn't one. You went on the podcast with JJ Redick. If you anyone wants to watch the podcast, go watch it. He explained what happened last year, why things went out of proportion. I don't care, to be honest. Really don't care. Then he says I didn't get the support. It's like I was going through some stuff. Then what happened was I didn't get support from my teammates that I needed after the Rocks lost. I'm like, what the fuck did you expect them to say?
you're one of the leaders, bro, and you were trash the whole series.
I'm like, what did you want the word to say? Like, you
Like, we're
wanted him to
looking for
stand
you to
up
perform.
and say what? What did you want him to say? They asked him when did the momentum shift. The fuck did you want him to say? Like, oh no, the momentum shifted before you pressed up and dunk. The fuck? You're wide open and you say you wanted him to lie and say, no, it was not that point. The momentum shifted before that point. I don't know why did you want him to say? They asked him a question. You asking somebody who's playing hurt, right? He was already hurt from that series. He was playing with one leg. And
Cooking, mind you.
you asking him, two, he got robbed from the MVP, right? What did you want him to say? Lie? I want to say, I don't know what you wanted him to say, man, but that's not. I know some people say, why did we change topics? No, it's not I'm changing topics. It's like, it's a reference to what is like, you scared, like the Ben, is like, you scared to pass up in Atlanta, like scared to take a trade like Ben Simmons. That was the ball. And to be honest, he was. Ben, I don't know what you want people to say, what type of support you want them to do, but sometimes you gotta keep it real with you, man. You lost that series for the Sixers. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You're the reason why the Sixers lost. You can say the defense, you can say anything else. But if you're the second best player on that team, right? That's what he was at that point, right? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. The best player is playing with one leg, scoring 40 points. You could have just scored at least 20.
Or just scored. He didn't even have to do a bunch of scoring. He just had to score.
You could have scored. Then you say, oh, I didn't, when I did the speed move, I only saw it just, I didn't know it was Trae Young. Nigga, what the, bro, what did you think? You thought it was, what did you, King Kong was right next to you? Bro, you're 6'10". Punch the boy in. Why did you pass it? I don't know. All I had was excuses. But let's get into this battle. I don't. That was a side note. I don't know what the fuck this nigga wanted us to say. Well, you wanted us to say, "Oh no, Ben, you good, nigga. You getting? I think you were getting too like the stories that came out during like that people like the old coach was babying you, right? I think you wanted it. That's not what Doc Rivers is. I'm sorry, Ben. I'll keep it a buck with you. This is not it.
Yeah.
So JC, let's get back to JC because JC was great. Not really. I'll be honest. I'll lie. He was great material wise. But that stage was not that. That nigga, well, I can't say anything else. That nigga ran into the Grim Reaper. He ran into grandson. Well,
Yeah,
fuck.
and Surf knew that. He said, "Bro, I'm gonna take you on Summer Madness, and I'm gonna do all of this performing, and you
And he
just."
said, I'm gonna break that pen in half. And he broke it. I wanted to say this. He broke that pen in half because after like the second round, people didn't want to hear JC. I will keep it about the job. People didn't want to hear JC, and I did it. I started writing bars at that point. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm not writing bars because the way JC was rapping and the way Surf was handling him, I don't know. So, but he like people don't know this. Wait, I want to play this. Hey, people don't block our videos because the last two videos has not get like we've been yelling about. Y'all gotta stop it, man. YouTube. Sorry, but you gotta stop it. Hold on. Let me find. I have. Wait. Where was it? The 30 on the 9 Queen Samson will not like this shit, and bro, that's when y'all. Hold on. Who's me? Oh. Oh. Party on! Like the way he started going. I think we saw JC. There was levels to when he come on Summer Man, right? Uh, what else? What else? Oh yeah, he's a rolling out too. He said one. He was a running out. He's yeah. That's just the Saints will like this. Like JC. Like let me say this to JC.
And it's
Like
crazy to say Cortez did better.
yeah, like
It's
yeah.
crazy. It's
The way
crazy.
JC, I think it's time for you to leave PFB.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with JC.
No,
It's
no, it's
just
not nothing wrong with
he
you,
was on the
PFB.
wrong.
But when Seth was snapping, you could have seen like you see Miss House was like telling Miles like yo, you gotta tell your man you gotta tell him to turn it up because like when he went into that when he started like Chris Hansen, then when he said that Chris Hansen and he looked at the crowd is like, yeah, he's like, you like that? Oh, you know what? He's like, fuck with me. And you see Lux put the hoodie on and Lux is like this. He's like, shit. I'm like, damn, Legs is like reacting like that to Surf. I'm like, yo, bro,
And
I
Lux
don't like
bodied him. He said, "My body of work, body of work." That shit was crazy.
he's like, nice picks. Win with a phone and them nice picks.
It's
That was
entertaining,
nice.
bro. Like
No, he's
they
like,
they
no,
might have problems
that's
with
like
Surf,
how
but they
life.
gotta.
He's like, you know how life goes. I'm like, and you see, like the way he when you know how when he now lets the crowd finish the last sentence, like
Yeah,
they were performing like how he performed it the first time. Like you see, Easy like when you say, you know how life switch, and you see Pestema is looking like, why y'all pointing out there? Like Pestema was like, why y'all pointing out there? I'm like, bro, Pestema at first she was a little confused because She's so easy. Everyone else on Seth Squad, like they were doing like his previous performance, like you know how like switch. So, but I would say this, JC, you lost 3-0. And I can't say anything else. I can't cover this battle. After those two bouts, yeah, I can get what happened next in the next 3 rounds. That's happened. Now let's get
That's
into.
crazy. Yeah, better. At least he did better than John John.
Yeah, do you think he did better than John John?
Not as far as crowd work, but what he said to him, I think is way more
Yeah,
effective.
but I think John
He's
John.
wild out.
If we're gonna say Summer Madness, I think John John did better.
Maybe crowd work.
Yeah, like Summer Madness part, John John little bit kind of short, a little bit fight, right?
Yeah, because that's
When
second round mainly.
yeah, but after that, the first round, JC didn't show life. JC was dead after the first. I'll be honest.
He said he didn't show life.
Yeah, I should have seen me. I started recording and I said it like literally in my like let me go. I said it like I said it after my JC, this is not enough. That's what I said. I said that's not enough. After the first, I knew that was not enough. I expected more. I then when Seth took off that hoodie and showed that he was wearing the white tee, I was like, fuck no. I'm like, JC, I'm like, yo. Before even that time, Seth was snapping. I'm like, shit. I'm like, JC, I don't know what you gotta do. You gotta dance. Do show us that you go
I
back
don't
to
know why JC doesn't dance. Like he can actually dance. It
yeah,
would
like
make sense for him to do something that incorporates that. Like, why?
like
Why do you just stand here? He's the greatest, probably like rapper as far as just bars on a battle rap stage. But like, fam, you gotta perform. He doesn't. He doesn't
and
do
you
that,
could see like
especially against
Steph
him.
Leroy was pissed. Steph was like, fuck that pin. I'm about to break that pin in half. He's like, you stupid. And when Seth started saying that third round, even though I feel like he cut his third round short because he had to go to Rolling Loud to go to like the airport so that he can go make it to Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
That third was better whatever fucking JC said. Like he's like, my mom said, why do I not have friends? He's like the shorter to crying that's gonna be a problem potentially. Like I'm like that way he was guarding the crowd was like I think JC had bars, right? Okay, we're gonna give it real, right? I didn't want to say this, but JC had bars that people who are hardcore battle rap fans, who are like just battle rap fans who want to be in tune, who are newsy, would know, right? You didn't have bars for like general battle rap fans who just watch the battles and that's it. You have those people who like want to know every detail, what happened to this man, what happened to that man, what happened. Like when you like when you got shot, people like me, vinique, we might know what you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people who are casual fans who only can watch his battles, who don't care about the extra stuff, fucking don't care what you're talking about. They might know what you're talking about, but they fucking don't care. I'll be honest. They really don't. So what so when you say those type of things, I think you gotta fight. I I think you what you were missing were haymakers. You had great balls, but you were missing haymakers where the crowd can understand, like relate to the crowd.
I think he gets capped up into because all he had to do was write all his career pretty much. He gets
Yes,
capped up into that. He don't realize that he got to step on that stage and really battle like a nigga
like
that really is about to go do backflips. Like it's not like It's not the
The nigga's
same.
gonna do backflips. Who's gonna have the like after the first couple lines? He's gonna have that crowd in his palm of his hands.
Yeah, like bro, when
Like he's gonna
Sean did
try
that
and get that
Michael Jackson
crowd back
spin,
from his hands.
yes,
Unless he loses it by himself, like fumble the crowd. If he's on 10, you're trying to fight to get that crowd back out of his hands. Like literally snatch it out of his hands. And unless he fumbles it himself. So I think he got caught up into the writing part of it, and he didn't think of, bro, I'm going to the on this big stage, and most people don't care about what I'm talking about. And they want to be entertained. They want to hear haymakers. And I feel like this is not I'm it's a hot take, but I feel like he was the worst performer out of everyone on Summer Madness. Except for the surprise battles. We're gonna take off the surprise battles out of it. Right?
nah, I think chess.
No. You see, when I say like worst performer, I'm not including I'm including like he had great material, right? But Chess had like in his first one, when I say I believe if he didn't vomit, right, he would have had a great battle, right? And he had haymakers before that. When I'm saying worst performing, I'm talking for like the crowd perspective. He really didn't have the crowd controlled in like anything. The crowd was just saying oohs and ahs. When Chaz was rapping, and for a moment the crowd was with him. Then Chaz had these mishaps, these health issues. So that's it. All right, let's get into this. Now Calico versus Easy. I y'all know how I feel about this battle. I said this battle was not for Summer Madness, it was for a Philly. I've said it. And guess what? After the battle, I feel like this battle belonged on a Philly stage. Reason why I say that is because freaking Calico, his whole first round was checking Easy, saying that which part of Philly are you from? He's like, you're not from North. He's like, we have Nick say he's from North. We have Gilly say he's from Southwest. We have Lil Uzi say he's from North. You never rap a city. You the East or blocking, but you never rap as the side of Philly. Any blocking Philly. And I was like, when he was saying that, I was like, you see why I said this battle belonged in Philly? Because what his material was saying, North Carolina didn't care because he was strictly talking to Philly. Me personally, I know where Easy's from. I know people who know Easy from back in the day, and one of my barbers knew Easy's dad and knows Easy. He's from up here. Well, he's not really from up northeast, but he's from like up northeast, right? But the bad part of northeast, not the good part. Let me just say that he is from the hood, so he knows. I know where he's from, but I don't know. But this battle was good, and it was, but also felt, y'all know, like when I always say like the crowd goes dead in the end of the battles.
Yeah, that's because they was tired from the whole other battles.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
so.
a long night, bro. You realize that shit started at 3? Imagine going to the event. Like, that shit started at 3 and ended at 11. Them niggas did an 8-hour shift, bro. Like, that shit's crazy, bro, for 5 battles. And 2 of them was surprise one-rounders.
um, all right. No, man, I'm about to punch people right now. I'm pissed. This is not battle rap per se, but this battle was, if there wasn't buzz, a lot of stake, even is a lot of stake for this nigga to lose it. Then he had the R. Kelly bar. He had the hood talks, Broad Street. Then BK is a glitch in the BK glitch bar. Easy Western Union, Chris Brown bar, pick six, checklist, waiting the show, still hit and still end, dreadful bar, tombstone, the dog fighting, the angle. I used to beg out things that you used to fit the things that you fit the dogs, but I used to beg them up. Nail tips, you know, and you could see Calico was liking some of it, so I had easy win in the first. He went into the plug thickening. That's Calico second. Check him in. Actually, he's like you had a stalemate with each chest. I checked him in 4 moves. The best stone. He then he went into chain punching, rhyming everything that sounds with that rhymes with P, like the sound like easy. Edible bar, mirror on the left, where he's like, I'm in the driver's landslide. The car will see an L. That's when he's like, there's a no. He's like, none of this D1. Yo, double that trying to watch your close friend. Niggas, you gotta watch. He's like, when you see a green dot, you gotta watch your close friends. Real nigga, pot on my hands. First nigga, you the first nigga that I didn't know this, but Kyle, you the first nigga who got bodied with 1.5 rounds. And to be honest, yes, you are. Yeah, like you the first nigga we know you got body. You the first nigga that we saw at casting on stage. You the first nigga who got body with 1.5 rounds. You the first nigga who got body. You get yo like the way you were saying. I was like, yo, bro, you got it, shit. I don't remember who I got in the second. Uh then Calico is the app is not rated R. Money cover the scars. That's the buzzer like. Then easier like Formula One bar. I made my team when you like you made the team because you were recruited. I made my team because I walked on. The crowd was with him at that point. Gilbert Arenas bar putting money for 4 books. He's like me and my friends we were so one day we were bored. My mom's had to put money on 4 books. Food on my plate, bro. Mook up next. Uh, I'm up here bending cow, and that's how you close the battle. And I got easy winning. I don't care if you have easy 2-1, easy 3-0, but whatever you have easy winning. It's clear. Easy won that battle. Calico did his thing, but I feel like Calico wrote for a Philly crowd.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
and in my opinion, if you're gonna say crowd getting fully engaged, this was the battle of the night for the crowd.
I think Kyle wrote pretty well. I liked what he wrote. It didn't seem like he wrote too much Summer Madness and stuff, but he was getting busy. I
Yeah,
think.
but I feel like he wrote for the Philly crowd. That's me.
Yeah, maybe. I got I'm undecided honestly because I
I don't.
didn't get to hear everything, so I'll watch it again.
Yeah, but at the side note, Randall, you know, me. This is not any battle rap. This is if you're a battle rap fan, this doesn't have to do with anything with battle rap. This has to do with me betting money, and some teams lost me 25,000. So if you're a fan of this team, you better tell them I'm looking for them.
The Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs really just lost like that.
To the Colts.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Why y'all lost to the Colts?
That was an easy
Like,
bet.
bro, you could have lost to any other good team. Why the Colts?
Because they have Matt Ryan.
Bro, the Colts had a tie and losses. They didn't score a touchdown in the last 2 games. Two terrible teams. But they find out somehow they beat the Chiefs.
Hey man, Matt Ryan had 42 game winning drives, bro. That's what
So
they put
all right,
up, and I was watching that shit in Buffalo Wild Wings too.
hold on.
Shit's crazy.
Wait, where's my? Why did you're not showing them my that freaking thing?
The Eagles bust ass though. I might start
Lions
putting
are
bets
look.
in because the Eagles over there kicking ass.
Yeah, the Eagles look like the Super Bowl favorite at this point.
Nah, they bugging right now. What are we 3-0?
Yeah, we three
Bugging.
and now. Hold on. Where's the bet? Oh, right here. So we're gonna go for every team. Chiefs. What the fuck y'all lose to the Colts? Y'all only scored how many points? Y'all scored 17. The Jets. Y'all went back to being the Jets. So I have nothing to say to y'all. The Bills. Y'all the Super Bowl favorite. Y'all lost to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are good, but y'all have two people. Y'all defense. I don't know what happened. Saints. That was me just hoping y'all can get your shit together. Lions. That was me hoping. All right, people, we gotta come out here and say this, right? Y'all hear me? We should everyone who had the like Devontae Adams. I'm about to call you out, right? This is what I'm calling you out. Uh, Listen, I saw an interview saying that you went from Super Bowl from a another from one Hall of Fame to another. Derek Carr is not a Hall of Fame. Yeah, 0-3. Y'all should get that shit checked out. Y'all lost to the what did y'all lose to last week? The Cardinals. Y'all lost to the Cardinals. Y'all lost to the who else did y'all lose in the first week? Y'all lost to the Chargers. And now y'all lost to the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans on Monday got that ass whooped on TV. I watched that game and they got that ass handed to them. And y'all gotta lose to those my team. You lose to those people. Man, y'all lost me 25 just to get 25,000. That's what it hurts. And right now the Chargers I'm about to put the Chargers because they're losing 31-10 to the Jaguars. How the fuck y'all lose to the Jaguars? Like Chargers, y'all
Who's
gotta
on the
learn.
Jaguars?
I don't know who's on the Jaguars. What if like for real? If y'all want us to like we about to play the Jaguars next week, right? If that Jaguars don't look like how they're looking, whatever they look against y'all, that means y'all not that good no more. You're not that good. We showed y'all remember last week when the Vikings, yeah, Vikings were a great team, right? That's what they were saying, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Vikings beat the Packers. They blew out the Packers. They had the explosive offense. Yeah, man. When they came to Philly, what happened? That shit got locked down. Darius Slay was like, it's prison break. You gotta. All right. Who else is up here? All right, the other teams, y'all cool. But every other team I said, Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Raiders. I'm from now on Raiders. I'm not picking y'all to win any game. I'm not gonna. If y'all playing nobody, I'm not picking y'all. Y'all out of my game. Y'all the reason
Wait,
why
they lost. Oh, they're the ones that lost to the Titans. I thought they beat the Titans earlier.
they
Nah,
lost
they
to the
lost.
Titans.
They
Out
lost
of
by two.
all teams that you could lose to, you lose to the fucking Titans. Out of all teams, the Chiefs, you lose to the fucking Colts. Out of all teams, man, my dreams to make 25,000 went out the window. At this point, I should stop it. Hey, at least yeah, that was just me. That was me ranting. But subscribe if you're new. Drop a like, comment, and also y'all know if you want to watch some some reaction videos from me, go is leskuzzy. Go over there to the main channel. That's my main. I say my main channel. My channel. We got some crazy reactions. I have crazy reactions over there. We about to react. Tomorrow we doing the boogeyman. I saw that shit is trending. The baby. We about to do that.
Oh
When
yeah, we're
this
just talking
video
about
came
May.
out, it's already out. When this video comes out, it's already out. So go check it out. Other reactions. Yeah. Peace.